guys, welcome back to my channel. This is the second vlog in the Death Note series. I am on book 4 of Death Note. If you have not watched my first Death Note vlog, then I highly recommend you do so, just because I am picking up right where I left off. I'm not going to go over what happened or anything like that. I'm just going from here. So I'm in the middle of the 4th book in the series. Basically, what's going on right now is this girl, her name is Misa. This is her. She is now the owner of the second Death Note, which was originally owned by the death god named Rem. So now there are 2 different death gods. Rem is Misa's and Ryuk is Light's. Anyways, Misa is kind of obsessed with meeting Kira, right? She's like, I want to know who this guy is. I'm gonna send out some messages. But now Light is actually working with the agents that are on his own case, but they don't know that he is Kira, so he's like working with them kind of undercover. And in the midst of this, Misa is legitimately trying to get together with Kira. Well, turns out she ends up finding him because she took this deal. Basically, if you have a Shinigami, which both of them do, because those were the original owners of the Death Notes, there is this deal where you can have a Shinigami's eyes. That's what it's called. Basically, where when you look at a person, you could see their name above their head and you can see their lifespan. So Misa takes the deal, but in return, she has to cut her own lifespan in half, and she doesn't even know how much longer she has to live. You can only see the lifespan of normal human beings, but once a human has a death note, their lifespan, you can't see it anymore. So she, obviously, in a crowd of people, he stands out because she can't see his lifespan. So then she's like, okay, that means he's Kira, and now I am able to look him up and find out more information about him because I have his name. She ends up looking him up, finding out where he lives. She goes to his house, okay? And she's basically like, oh my god, I'm in love with you. We're gonna work together. We're gonna make this life a beautiful, we're gonna make it a beautiful world, okay? But then she has the audacity to be like, but I wanna be your girlfriend. Excuse me? Literally the only reason she wanted to meet Light was not because she wanted to work with him and make the world a beautiful place. It's really just because she wanted to have a boyfriend. And that just pisses me off so much because she has only known him for a day. And she obviously... Anyway, yeah. Don't know how this is gonna go down, but she is basically like sacrificing herself for this. She told Light her name, gave him her death note, and she's basically like, yeah, if you want to kill me off, you can. I don't care. What? You obviously don't know how this works. You don't know what you're doing, and you just want love. It's getting interesting though, you guys, wow. Alright, I think it is safe to say that I dislike Misa. Oh, hi, Abby. Okay, so first of all, her and Light made the decision to meet in 2 weeks, okay? He was like, it's dangerous for us to meet any more than that. We can't really be seen with each other, otherwise Elle will totally catch on to what the heck we're doing, but we'll meet in 2 weeks. She freaking shows up at his house again the next night. What logic is this? None, apparently. Okay, hold on. I have more to say about this girl because she is getting on my nerves. She literally asks Light, when are you gonna call me? And he's like, never. Then she's like, but we're lovers. No, you're not. He's using you to kill Elle. Okay, Misa? Light deserves better than you. But you also deserve better than Light because you need to find a man who will actually, you know, care about you. Alright, so I am officially done with book 4 and now I am on to book 5. Basically what happened is Misha was not arrested, but she was taken by Elle and He basically like tied her up and was like, if you don't admit to being one of the Kiras, then you're just gonna stay here until you confess or until it's proven that you're not Kira. So then later on, Light and his father actually both end up being tied up as well and put into seclusion or whatever in this like jail holding cell. But they're separated, and the dad basically is like, I'm not leaving without my son until you prove that Light really isn't Kira. I'm not leaving. Basically what happened is Misha told her death god, she was like, okay, I want you to kill me. And she said that out loud. So all of the agents who were listening in, because she's being recorded 24/7, they kind of were like, what? Like, she wants us to kill her? What's going on? But really, she was talking to the death god. But then the death god tells her, well, if you relinquish ownership of the death note, then that means I can take the death note. Once she relinquishes ownership of the death note, that means that she forgets everything that has to do with the death note. But the only thing left behind is her feelings for Light, if you could even call them feelings. She remembers Light, but she does not remember that he is Kira or that he has anything to do with the death note. She doesn't even remember what the heck is going on. She doesn't remember why she's tied up in this jail cell. And so all the agents are super confused because they're like, what the heck happened? What happened? What I don't understand now is after Light was put into seclusion, all of the deaths stopped, right? Because like he's in jail. But after a while, the deaths started happening again. So now I wonder if the death note or one of their death notes was given to somebody else and somebody else is now killing off all these people. I am just so confused because now Light is telling Elle, like, I really am not Kira, whereas before he didn't say that. He was kind of almost acting like, oh, I suspect myself of being Kira, but maybe I don't know that I'm doing this. Like, he's totally playing it off like that, right? But now it's almost like he has this random change of heart, and now he's for real saying that he's not Kira. Okay, so I have some newfound information for all of you. There is another person who has a death note. I have yet to find out if Light still has his notebook because he acts like he doesn't, and he acts like he legitimately isn't Kira, and his death god hasn't been shown. So it's almost like he also relinquished. But then how does he know about Kira still? And how does he remember all of that? I don't know. I'm still confused when it comes to Light, but there's somebody else who now has the death note. But what I love about this new concept is the fact that we don't know who it is yet. And it's probably going to take a while before I actually find out who it is, but look at this setup. Literally, it has these 8 people who work for a company. It says one of us is probably Kira, and it just, I love it. I love this artwork right here. Like the fact that all of them are just kind of somber, serious, and one of them is probably Kira, and I don't know which one it is, and I probably won't for a while. I don't know, man. This thing's getting pretty good. So apparently, Light also gave up his death note. And I just found this out. I'm so upset right now. He can't remember anything. Why would he do that? I guess he just was thinking it wasn't worth it anymore, which I mean, I would totally understand, but now somebody else could possibly have your death note. What is going on? Hey guys, so it's been a while. I haven't updated you guys. I am halfway through the 6th book now, and I'm just so upset that I haven't seen Ryuk. Like, a lot of things have happened, and I need to update you guys on a lot, but first and foremost, I miss Ryuk, okay? I miss his apple obsession. I just want Ryuk back, okay? But no. Light had to go and give up his death note, so whatever, it's fine, I'm okay. About the company, remember those 8 people that I was telling you about, and how one of them is Kira, and they're using Kira's powers to benefit their company. So, Elle and Light, and their whole team, you know, Light's dad, whatever, all of them trying to figure out and catch Kira, they decided to use Misa, the freaking girl. They use her to infiltrate the company because they're like, okay, if she gets a commercial with them, then we can get insider information. So Rem, you remember Rem, Misa's old death god? Well, she is now the death god for the company's Kira. So she is basically fearing for Misa's life at this point because she's like, wait, what the heck? Why are you here? What's going on? So she takes a piece of the death note and touches Misa with it, so now Misa can see her again. Now Misa knows who is the new Kira. But she can't just go up to Light and tell him, because then that means that she would have to basically prove that she was the second Kira before. Oh, and Light and Elle are handcuffed to each other. Did I say that already? Like, literally, Elle is so paranoid, so he's like, you're gonna come with me everywhere. Anyway, I just passed the part where I found out who this new Kira is. So I'm really excited to see what ends up happening, how Misa is able to prove that she does, in fact, know who this new Kira is, because she is on Light and Elle's side now. So this is gonna get really interesting. Also, I just want to say that I think, honestly, I think Elle is my favorite character. He's so funny. Just the way he sits, the way he holds things. He literally holds things with like his thumb and forefinger like all the time. He never holds things like normal. He is so bizarre, but like I love him. I also kind of feel bad for him too, because everybody kind of gangs up on him. From his point of view, he doesn't care if people die. He just cares whether they catch Kira or not. I just said we, like I'm a part of their team. Wow. He's kind of like, okay, listen, we can't stop the deaths, so we might as well just let them keep happening until we find Kira. Whereas everybody else on his team are like, what the heck are you thinking? We need to stop these deaths as soon as possible. So then they kind of gang up on him, but then I'm like, but he's kind of got a point, you guys. Even if you stop all the deaths from happening, Kira, if he survives and he is not caught, he will continue to kill all these other people. So really, you're not doing anything. You're not actually stopping the deaths. You need to find the source. You need to find the root of the issue and then kill that, basically. I agree with Elle, but everybody else doesn't. But then they're like, okay, I guess we'll kind of go on with your plan because you're like the smartest person here. Like, yeah, you think? Anyway, love him. It's so bright out here. Okay, that's better. So I finished book 6 of Death Note, which means that I am officially halfway through this series. The series is so good. I love how complex it is. There are so many things that could go wrong in this system and in this book and in this story. Like, there are so many different parts and they all fit together so well. Like, the characters, ingenious. Plotline, ingenious. The Death Note and all the different rules, ingenious. This series is so much fun to read. Now, I will update you on how the book ended. Basically, they found out who this new Kira is. So they track him down, but Elle and Light at this point, because Light still doesn't remember anything about the Death Note, still don't know how Kira is killing, and they want to figure that out. So they put the dude in a position where he is forced to kill somebody. So they basically threaten his whole career. Here's another catch though, he actually took the deal from his Shinigami. So now he can just look at people's faces and know their name. So all the police officers who actually are cornering him now, they all have helmets on so that he can't see them. Oh my gosh, it's getting so good. And honestly, like I kind of started reading the other book already because I literally could not stop there. But I am gonna end the vlog here because I wanted it to cover the next 3 books. So thank you all so much for watching. I literally love you watching this. I love you. Please be safe, make good choices, and I will definitely see you next time. Bye.